Hey, Sket here, and I'm back with more Valhalla. Last time we saw Alma again, and I probably messed up her voice for the umpteenth time. Can't remember for the life of me what I gave her the first time. I'm pretty sure she had a slight Russian accent though, like something that is similar to the thing that I said. Tried to think of something, but I couldn't. Anyways, this time we're going to do the last half of this. I don't know why I said this time. Do I say this time? I forget. Oh no, I just did the last episode. Did I say it that time? Okay, anyways, let's get right back into this. What are you... Alright then, now I'm the bartender and you're the client. Hardly. The bartending station only works with me. I see. Well, oh, whoa. Wait. Okay. The first time I saw that, it scared me a little bit the first time I saw that. So, but I just noticed something. That was Alma as a rabbit. Alma is Alice Rabbit. Is that something we established before? I hope not, because I feel really smart right now for noticing that. Or I guess observative, maybe not necessarily smart. Anyways, wow. Alright, hopefully that picked up on the capture, because at least the first time I recorded this, stuff was just stopping, and then after a few seconds it'd move on to wherever I was actually at. If that makes any sense? I don't know. Anyways, okay then, I move this here, click here, and... now it works for you, me, and that dog in the Hawaiian shirt. Yeah, Brad Sheba! Why with him, too? He's a dog in a screwing Halloween... Did I just say Halloween? Oh boy. It's too early. I mean, it's 11, but you know, that's too early. Hawaiian shirt. Oh boy. Right, and how did you even manage to... Oh, yeah, hacker, right. Now we've changed roles. Now you... no. You've been feeling poopy. Mind telling me why? It's a long story. I don't even know where to start. Let's start from the beginning. Okay then. Something that goes back to my college years. Whoa, that's taking a way back. Back in compulsory education, I never made too much of an effort, but I managed to get high grades. Even in PE, I managed to do well enough to always get perfect grades. And then, of course, when I got to college, cards started getting hard. I had this perfectionist streak that wouldn't let me fail anything. Burning my eyelashes studying, I eventually managed to keep up good grades. After about half of the career, I met a student teacher. Her name was Lenore. She helped me a lot with my studies. She even got me into stuff that gave more credits. Really liked her, and after some time I found out she liked me too. Oh ho ho! We started going out, I met all of her family even, and... You want a drink? What? A drink? Around this time, there's usually a pause that makes you offer a drink to the client. She knows. She isn't just a hacker in that life. She's a hacker in real life. She's hacking the Matrix. That this isn't in. Just by Matrix, I mean game. But, you know. I'm saying she's breaking the fourth wall a bit. Anyways. There was no such pause. Please, I want to test this whole bartending interface. A sugar rush then. You can't mess that up. Right! Jill asked for a sugar rush. Now how did this thing work again? Alright. So go here, and here, to Adaruhidu. One powdered delta. With optional commentary. I only put one in, because... we know of Jill that she isn't too partial to alcohol. She pretty much just drinks beers. That was the thing we know. Alright, And that's just all mixed. Ooh, my mouse went out the window. Alright, sugar rush. Here. Thanks. How is it? Like I said, you can't mess up a sugar rush. I have this gut feeling that with your body, you'd make a better bartender than me. You're selling yourself too short. You're cute, you know. People don't go to bars for cuteness, though. You've obviously never been to a cat bar, then. Besides, my moves can be a hassle when trying to move around this kind of stuff. So, keep telling the story. Well, as the career went on, it got harder and harder. The last year and a half of it became nothing but study session after study session, investigations of my thesis. Me yawning. When the graduation ceremony came, I had to make a speech, and suddenly, while reading said speech, I almost had a panic attack. Fear of public speaking? I realized I lost about a year and a half of my life. I tried to remember if I did anything fun at all, but all I could remember was studying and investigating new topics. Didn't even enjoy doing all that, so I was just standing there and the satisfaction of graduating was minimal. I realized I had only gone through the motions day after day, from high school to graduating. It felt like whole years of my life had slipped through my fingers. I never stopped to think if I enjoyed what I was doing. In fact, I never stopped. But at that point I stopped and I realized I needed a breather or something. Did I even like that career? It was all terrifying as heck. I needed all of my strength to not start running like a panicked mess. So, a couple of months later, I get an offer to start working at this big research facility. Lenore was ecstatic. She was so proud of me back then. But I was just scared. That would be my job. I'd spend my life expanding on what I did during that year and a half. What if I had a sudden realization like the one I had at graduation, but when I turned 40? I didn't know what to do, but I sure as heck wasn't taking that offer. I told Lenore and she freaked out. She confessed that she was jealous because she never got such a chance. When I first read through that, I thought she was like freaking out in happiness because she was jealous that Jill had gotten a chance to start over, sort of. But I realized later she was freaking out because she should have taken the research facility job and stuff. Things devolved pretty quickly. She said one too many things, I said one too many things. In the end, I just stormed out of her house. I broke a vase in the process. After that, I never spoke to her again. Dang. I'm sorry, I suddenly feel bad for pushing you to tell me all that. Why are you feeling cruddy about that after all this time, though? Unless you've been feeling cruddy for years. I have, but it's not just because of that. Eh? The other day, Lenore's sister, Gabriel, came to this bar. Apparently, Lenore died last week. Localized nanomachine injection. A heart attack. Apparently she had it for a long time, but never told anyone. And coincidentally, it got worse after I left. And I just can't stop thinking about it, wondering if me being there would have made a difference. If that's true, and if it's true that she had that for a long time, why didn't she tell me when she was sick and when we were together? I don't know, I just feel like all kinds of failure. Jill. To make it worse, I also lashed out at Gabby. Yeah, she was blaming me for her sister's death and all, but she's just a kid, for screw's sake. She lost her sister and pretty much raised her on her own. And to top it all off, I suddenly can't remember what stopped me from apologizing. Pride? Fear? A stupid effort to leave the most awesome person I loved as a thing of the past? Who cares? I lost my chance to apologize to her forever. Truly forever. I'm such a piece of crap. Selfish piece of crap. I honestly don't know what to say. I didn't expect the story to be this. Yo, boob tender. Yes? Can you get me a big beer here? Coming right up! A big beer, big beer, big beer. What makes a big beer in this thing? Yeah. Alright. 2 Adelaide. 4 Bronson. 2 Powder Delta. 4 Flanner Guide. And 8 Karmadream. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All mixed. Alright, there we go. Big beer for Jill. Thanks. Need to remember to take care of the cans in my apartment. Do you drink lots of beer? One of the perks of the BTC issued liver implant is that I can drink lots of beer without getting too wasted. Oh! Hey Jill, what kind of girl was Lenore? Well, she was calm and smart. Back in college, I was too thick-headed and got riled up easily. Stress was my default state. So, just like you're behaving right now. Shut up, that was worse. Can't picture that. Don't, it's embarrassing. Anyway, she was always there, finding a way to cool me down. She was also able to hold conversations about pretty much any topic. One time I saw her go from talking about video games to talking about sports. All of that variety while still being a hardcore scientist. She would always push me into social interactions. If she saw me by myself, she would drag me with her. Look how happy Jill is just talking about her. Oh. Watching people is fine, but talking to them is better, she would say. Lenore would always present me to her many acquaintances as the girl I don't mind cuddling with for hours. Man, I'm gonna miss her. After a point, I didn't even think about getting back into a relationship with her, but she was such an awesome person, I just wanted to apologize. And now... You know, in a cruel twist of irony, she's the one that made me pick up bartending. Oh? Back when I was thinking about what the heck to do with my life, I remembered a night we spent in a club. She started talking about how the drinks are synthesized, the chemistry involved, the reactions and all that. Everything sounded so fascinating. I remember saying that her talk made me want to start mixing drinks. She said, if everything else fails, why not take up bartending? Huh, interesting. Are you okay? For some value of okay, yeah. It's just... I wanted to thank you, Alma. Thank me? I guess I just needed someone to tell all this to, and you were the one. You volunteered yourself. You insisted on listening to me. You stood there, listening to the whole thing from beginning to end. I know I might not be the most expressive person, that I'm not one to spout love and fluffiness, but I really like you. Maybe I'm just a bartender and you're just a client, but I really appreciate your friendship, or at the very least your patronage. I really enjoy working for you. Jill? Are you dying? Shut up. I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart here. Sorry. It's weird for you to get so sappy. Well, I just realized that the saddest thing is how I'll never be able to make amends. And it hurts like screwing heck, you know? I never, and I mean never, want to feel that way ever again. I don't want someone to suddenly exit my life and have my last memory of them involve something nasty. I don't want the lingering grief of having burned a bridge on a whim. I want to avoid that at any cost. If it means breaking character every once in a while, so be it. I'll let everyone know how I really feel about them. And if I ever fight with them, I'll swallow my pride, muster all the courage I can, and be the one to apologize. I hate feeling like this. Hate it, hate it. That's a nice resolution. Maybe I'll be a copycat and do the same. Alright, enough sappiness. Get back here. I'm on duty, you know? Fine. It's almost closing time anyways. It was fun while it lasted, though. Hey. Yeah? I mean it, okay? You know? I mean it, you know? Thanks for everything today. Silly Jill, you listen to my problems and I listen to yours. That's what friends are for, right? Right. I'll be leaving now. Oh, before I forget. Did you ever talk about all this with your parents? They know the basics, but I haven't told them about Lenore's death yet. Why don't you do that sometime? I don't know. I don't want to bother them with my problems. Don't be silly. They're your parents. They live to share your problems. You should try having a talk like this with them sometime. They'll appreciate it. Anyway, I'm out. See you on Sunday. Take care. That Alma girl sure is nice. Ah, boss. Did you hear all that? Not all of it, but a good chunk at the very least. Your expression changed a lot already. It did? You look happier. That's always good. Anyway, let's call it a day. I expect an even brighter Jill tomorrow. Right. Oh yeah, boss. About those chicken wings. Screw idiots. Spicy chicken. Sorry, Dana. We won't have enough spices for your order until tomorrow, they said. Is that how they treat the regulars? Call them manager. Boss? Alright. Cherish Titty Hacker. She's a good friend. Alright, and flawless service. I mean, I'm not surprised, because that's what I got last time. But you know, that's still cool. We have $8,911. That means we can pay our thing. Alright. So we were charged $8,000 as payment for our electricity bill. Have a nice day. Jill's power didn't get cut. This focuses on peace of mind, and now she'll focus at work with no problem. Have a nice day. Bill paid. Didn't you have a boyfriend named Bill? Alright. Let's look at this. McKessie releasing invisible guns. Alright, yeah, the gun thing. Monster girlfriend. Chirari. Did we see this already? I'm pretty sure we did. If not, here it is. If it goes bad, game you will die. Normies screw off. Alright. You're not allowed to have fun with video games, obviously. Sounds fun. It's for nerds. Grand Slam Fighters. Is anyone into wrestling here? I've become a huge fan of GSF very recently. It's a really solid product, IMO. What does IMO mean? Like, I've seen it before, I never really got what it meant. Should probably look that up at some point. Much better than the E. As in WWE. I like the match quality, but I wish that you gave importance to the mid-card. Are they still forcing 66 American Kid into the main event? Yep. He's gonna face Yusuke at the Dome show. Why don't they push the great DK instead? He's much more talented than 66. Because American Kid actually moves merch unlike your indie darling. I wanna marry you, Scary. Who's hyped for the women's championship. That one should be the main event, not the turn we're getting instead. 66 is pretty good. Just watch some of his work in Japan. Everyone tells me 66 is better in Japan, but all I see is locks and arm bars. Nothing that impressive. Wrestling's fake. Alright, amazing how I know all the words, and yet I understand nothing. Yeah. Alright. But this do here? Model Warrior Julianne returns. This February. Okay, it's like an anime. The classic magical girl show, Model Warrior Julianne, is coming back to public television this February after almost 2 decades of absence. Even though the show has been on every on-demand service for a while now, most of Glitch City citizens need to think twice before subscribing to any non-essential service, especially the lower classes who have a limited number of internet purchases per year. Is that a thing? Or like, are they talking like they don't have the money for that? The show's return is certainly welcome. Today's parents will finally be able to share a piece of their childhood with the kids, without risking dinner or breakfast. Is that a tear in your eye? Okay, so like, without risking dinner or breakfast. They're talking like, without, like, losing money to that and not being able to pay for dinner or breakfast or something. No. She must like Model Warrior Julianne. So Nanomachine rejection has taken 80 lives this year. The Health Observatory has just released their annual report on nanomachine rejection cases. The total number of reported cases has risen to 80, an increase from the 65 cases reported last year. Nanomachine pollution was particularly strong this year due to the recent protests, wrote the observatory. Protests caused the police force to release new varieties of nanomachines. Their function is still unclear, but according to our sources, they're intended for crowd control purposes. It's unlikely we'll find a cure in the near future, and we can only hope cases like these will become rare in the following years. I wonder if she's among those 80. Update. Lila receiving mysterious messages. Update on that. Looks like we were able to record and transcribe one of the messages sent from one of those compromised systems. Joe Wren, the anchor from our popular TV newscast, served as our very own test subject for the investigation. White noise. Who are you? Are you really alive? Ha 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 ha. You're special to me. You're everything to me. It's time to become one. White noise intensifies. End of transmission. Developing. So this story is still developing? Is that what that means? Spooky. Or a made-up story. Alright, well, I'd say that ends this episode. So next time we're gonna be what are we gonna be doing? I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be going to work, and I think it's Saturday, so that mega Christmas thing isn't until the next day. Unless this is the night before work. I can't really tell. Or, I guess we go to work at night, don't we? Yeah. So yeah, this is probably Saturday, and then next time is the mega Christmas party. Which, well, today's the 24th, that's the 25th. After that we have a day or two, and that's the end of at least the bar. I don't know if that's necessarily the end of the game, seeing as we're only in... I mean, chapter 2 or chapter 3? We're in chapters, right? I forget. Oh no. Anyways, I'll see you, helpful hacker friends, then.